Hi, I'm Manju. Welcome to Sharing Cooking Secrets. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate cake without eggs. A couple of things I want to share with you. It's very important to keep all your ingredients ready. It's important also to prepare your cake tin. Now here I'm using an aluminium cake tin, which is about 7 inches in diameter, and I'm going to grease and dust this. So I'm going to take some butter. I've washed my hands, so I'm using my fingers, and I'm going to spread this butter all over the cake tin. And as you can see, I'm keeping my fingers on the outside. I don't want to put my fingers inside because that way I might rub off the butter. We don't want to put too much butter, just make sure you've done it well everywhere, especially the edges, like this. So now we want to dust this with some flour. It's very important to dust like this so you get a thin film of flour all over your tin. Remove the excess flour like this, and you have a perfectly greased and dusted cake tin. This is what we want. I'm going to preheat the oven at 180 degrees centigrade, and I'm going to keep the mode on bake. Bake means that only the bottom grill is going to work. And we're going to preheat for about 15 minutes. I'm using a large bowl to make my batter, and here I have my measuring spoons and cups. It's very important to use measuring spoons and cups. So whenever you make a cake, your cake will come out perfect. This recipe is really easy, anybody can make it. You can put any ingredient in any order, it doesn't matter. So the first thing I'm going to put is flour, and I'm going to take 1 cup of flour. Just level it like this. 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, like this. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Half teaspoon of baking soda, that's soda bicarbonate, and I always measure like this. 1 level teaspoon of baking powder. 100 grams of soft butter. It's very important that it should be soft. 200 ml of condensed milk. This is sweetened condensed milk. Next, we're going to add half a cup of water. Now these are my secret tips. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence in the water. The other tip is we're going to add 2 teaspoons of white vinegar also in the water. The vinegar will give you a really nice soft cake. Just add the water like this. And now we're just going to mix this. This won't take long, just about 2 minutes. We just want to beat it until we have a very nice uniform consistency and there are no lumps at all. I think it's done now. So let's check the consistency. It should be a good dropping consistency like this. Watch. Did you see that? It just dropped in one shot. I'll do it again. It should drop very easily. Now I'm going to pour the prepared batter into our cake tin. The spatula is really nice, takes out everything so we don't waste any of our butter. Next, we need to tap this so it becomes uniform. At least 15 times, please. This is a very important step. It's done. Let's get this in the oven. Please don't tilt the tin. Take out the wire rack like this and place your cake tin in the center. In it goes. Now we're going to bake this for around 30 minutes. That's it. So our cake has been baking for 30 minutes and now it's ready. Let's get it out of the oven. I'll just wear my gloves. Now don't worry about the crack in the middle, that's fine, that's very normal. Now there are 3 signs to check if your cake is ready or not. The first sign is that the cake starts leaving the sides. The second sign is that the sponge is springy to the touch. That means if you press it, it should come back up again. And the last thing we do, we're going to test the cake with the tester. So just in the center, just push it down right to the bottom and gently pull it back up again. So if it comes out clean, we know it's done. Okay, so get a clean cloth, wet it and just cover your cake with it. This will keep the moisture in the cake and keep your sponge soft. Don't keep it under the fan, and we're going to leave this for 15 minutes to cool down. After 15 minutes, our cake has cooled down somewhat, and now we're going to take it out of the tin. Take a knife and just release the edges very carefully so you don't damage your cake. Okay. And then we need to use a wire rack. Never take your cake out on a plate. So how to do it? Take the wire rack, reverse it, place it on the tin, put one hand here, put one hand here at the back and just flip it over like this. Tap it hard and gently lift the tin. And how beautiful is that? You can eat this hot if you want, but if you want to do any icing or any decoration on the cake, you need to leave it to cool for a couple of hours. So again, I'm going to get my wet cloth and just cover it like this until it's absolutely cold. Our sponge has totally cooled down now. Let me do some very simple decoration for you. This is called stenciling, and we'll be doing more stenciling videos in the future. So here I have some paper strips which I'm just going to randomly just throw them on the cake like this. And I've got some icing sugar here. And just from a height, we just going to do this. Just remove the strips. There you go.